Hi guys, I am Susan from Orange Light Energy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for whatever you are doing in these times, for bringing your light, for being interested in doing this work, hearing about this work. The video I'm making right now, I feel anxious about. It's one of the unknowns. I have no idea where this is going, where it will lead. It's a bit of an exploration, a little bit outside of what I normally work with, but that is very much in keeping with the energies right now. This opening of doors, this stronger connection, the changing evolution of the energies. So last night, just in general, I don't know how everybody else is feeling, but over the last week, I feel like I haven't been sleeping very well. It's funny, my sleep tracker keeps telling me that I'm sleeping well, giving me great sleep scores, but I am exhausted. I feel like I'm restless. I feel like I'm uncomfortable in the night. My joints feel tired. My body feels achy. No, I don't feel like I'm unwell. It feels energetic. And there's been things I know I'm working right now on putting together the information for the Portal Day Amplifier, and that is bringing a lot of energy. I'm getting downloads and clearing for that. I've been channeling the activation things for the healer class that I'm working on, and that's a lot of energy too. So I kind of put it down to that. But I think there's more to it. So when I went to bed last night, I asked, can you tell me what's going on? Can you give me any information about this? You know, sometimes, I don't know if anybody else finds that helpful, if I'm struggling with something, just to ask for clarity, ask for some understanding, ask for, some information that can help you to understand something better. And I woke up about 3:30 this morning, so if I look tired, that is why. And I had this really clear picture in my mind of what was happening. So it took me a while to go back to sleep because I was trying to hold it in my mind. I was trying to ask all the questions that I could and hold on to all of the information that I could. Quite often that stuff slips away, but this stuff has stayed. It has hung around, which means it's probably something that I'm supposed to hold on to, something I'm supposed to understand. And in that dream, in that moment of understanding when they were showing it to me, I saw myself talking about it on video, explaining it to you guys. So that's where I'm talking about it. So let me tell you first of all what I saw. So like I said, I feel frustrated because my body feels tired. My joints feel swollen, feel sore. My body aches. I feel tired a lot. People in my house have been feeling tired a lot. You know, it's 9 o'clock at night and we're just sleeping on the couch instead of still being wide awake like normal. And so I asked a little bit about the energies around this. What is creating this? And I've talked before that, there's all of this going on with the Schumann resonance, these new energies, this new, I don't know, I think it was a Portal Day energies video when they were talking about these new energies that are coming in and this change that has come, this shift that has happened. And I think this is a part of that. So I brought some props to kind of explain to you what it was that I saw, how it was that they explained this to me. So this is my board. It's just a healing board. So it just shows the body. This is the representation of the energies around the body. And then this is the main chakras. Realistically, it is the body that is important for what I am talking about. So what I could see was this little tube. It's a tube. And I saw within the energy a tube here, 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 and here. Within the energy, not on the physical body, but in the energy, above the shoulders and down by the feet. I was like, well, what is that? And So that's why I'm talking about it now, because I'm hoping while I'm just talking it through here, because oftentimes they will have me have a different understanding when I open up this way, what was happening. And they gave me the sense of this being like gills, like the gills on a fish that let it breathe, something that can open and close. And that right now we have these in our energy. They're not new, but normally they're closed and now they're open. That they're letting, okay, they're not always closed, but they're not as wide open normally as they are now. Like you see with the straw, it can bend. It can be a little bit open or a lot open. And sometimes it's just letting through a little bit of the energies. And right now it's wide open. So our energy now has these little gateways, these gills, these tunnels, whatever they feel like to you, allowing in new energies at a rapid pace. So I saw these four and I was like, they're at the shoulders. What's going on up here? And they gave me, like, there's other things going on up here, but they're different than this. And I could see in my mind this kind of pattern. I was thinking, I know I've seen that before. It was the tree of life. They're showing me the tree of life. You see the chakras kind of up the center. Then you have the earth and spirit. This connection here. And I could see this pattern. So this morning I woke up and I remembered seeing this form, seeing these tubes, seeing this graphic. So I came back to this morning and I came to the deck of cards that this was in, which is the Amanda Ellis Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery deck. This is the first deck of cards I ever had for this, and I still love them. Her painting, well, I think, is it Jane Delafatela does the paintings. I love this picture that they did of Archangel Metatron. I've always just loved this picture. So this is one of her cards, and this is the Tree of Life. So let me put this down so I can look at it. So the Tree of Life, and it says travel on. It's about a journey. It's about forward motion. It's about expansion. So I looked up information about this card. The card is number 32. Sorry, it's getting caught in the light. It's dark here today. It's rainy outside. It is cold, so I needed some light. But this card, it says, you have drawn the Tree of Life card to remind you that life is both a journey from spirit to earth and from earth back to spirit. So it's got that sense of balance of having this, the spiritual energy and the earth energy, having this connection, this path between them. The card is number 32. So I looked that up too, because numbers have been really important recently. Let me find on my laptop what I did with that window. Let me see. Number 32. Okay, here you go. So number 32 is a symbol of balance and harmony. It represents a perfect union between the material and spiritual realms. So it's another reference. The number 32 also references this connection, the balance between the spiritual and the material worlds. I looked up a little bit with the text around this card. I don't know that it's super relevant to this. Do you feel as though you're working your way up or down? Do you feel static or unmoving? Judge none of it. You are where you are, and Metatron can see you. You're not lost or forgotten or unable to be seen. The Creator's light is shining down upon you, encouraging you to enjoy the journey of life and your time here on this planet. Look again at this card. Seek now the next place on the tree that you wish to travel to. What does this represent to you? What are your expectations? And what do you need to experience? Journey on, you are doing well, and all is as it should be. The tree is secure, and so is your place on it. So travel on, travel on. So there's all of this stuff about balance, about this path, about the choices that we're making, which is very in line with what's been going on. this encouragement. There is no wrong path, you know, there's just different choices. So see, how do you feel? What feels right to you? What do you want? But this balance is coming up a lot because I pulled some more cards from this deck. I can link it below for anybody who's interested in this deck. But the first card that I got was Duality, balance needed. No, immediately we're back to that balance. It feels as if, is it strange to say more balance is coming? In these new energies, the ability for us to balance and help us. Our bodies are balancing things now. But I was out with my family yesterday and I got this painting. I fell in love with it when I saw it, but it's really interesting. It has this butterfly on it. But if you look at the center of the butterfly, it looks like a person standing with their arms outstretched. Blue butterflies I've always loved. Butterflies in general, it's transformation. But this picture is double-sided. You've got the light on this side and the dark on the other. There's light in both pictures, but there's, the balance of that is different. And it stuck with me that I had been so drawn to this artwork and the balance that it represents. And then today we're getting this card and all this talk about balance. So we had this card. Then the next one, this is funny because this one had a Postit note on it from when I used it for Patreon in the past. It is Chakra Light Body. But the Postit note that still stuck to it, be your true self. This is what the card looks like. And to me, this kind of represents back to this. Letting more light in. Receiving energies that you're not used to. New vibrations. New energies. I don't even know what it is. New light. That these entryways are allowing us to be more of this. To return more to our true understanding. Look at this. This looks like activation. This looks like growth. This looks like you're receiving something, a gift. The way this is moving and wrapping around the body. It feels powerful. It feels intense. And I think, there's parts of that. If we're feeling this now, sometimes you need to just let these energies come. You need to not fear them, not judge them, not resist them, and just stand in your power and just say, go ahead, bring me what I need. But this is a Postit note. I had stuck to it. Be your true self. And this can mean all sorts of things. This is returning to who you have always been, reclaiming those parts of yourself, being true to yourself. If you have kind of been hiding away, if you've been denying parts of yourself, if you have not been showing your true self in your life, how are you hiding from other people? How are you holding back? I think I want to do more of a video separately about this because this was coming up a lot at the weekend. That feeling when people put their expectations on you, when people think you're going to behave a certain way. And the phrase that kept coming to my mind was like, I will not make myself less for you to be comfortable. These are not the times to be comfortable. And if that means that you have to kind of push yourself outside of what people expect you to be, what you have shown yourself to be, and suddenly you feel braver, you feel more like expressing your true self. Look at this magic that is in there. Look at this. That's no small thing. And if a few days of tiredness and aching bones and bad sleep is going to get me through all of this, I'm here for it, I'm going to do it. It's just part of this is letting go of resistance and being brave. Being willing to show your true self, to be all of the parts of yourself. That will help you to feel stronger. That will help you to reclaim these things when you don't feel the need to hide. Let me see what else they gave. Okay, so the next card was this one. Priorities, building blocks for life. So look at this, the rainbow, the pyramid, all of the colors. And then you've got these beautiful angel wings. But look how they're wrapped around. They come around here. They feel protective. This feels vibrant. It's calling back to all of these colors. There's all of this feels kind of wild and erratic and this flooding of energies, and this has more structure. It's like it's found its foundation, it's found its space, and you understand it, you're more comfortable with it, you're reclaiming this power, this part of yourself. No, it's a process, finding balance between the chaos and the structure. Sorry, my light is getting totally in the way of these cards. You know, this one is kind of chaotic, this one is very structured, and finding that balance between the two. When the energies change like this, when anything shifts within your energy, you need time to balance it, to integrate it, to find your own way through it. The next card, the evolution, birthing the new. No, that's where we are. We're in the new energies. We're working with them. We're adapting to them. But think about it. The baby that's still, this one looks like it's in the womb. It looks like a heart, but it's, you know, this baby, it's growing. It's not out yet. It's not birthed. It's preparing for birth, preparing for this new time, preparing itself for what is to come. Now it's in this little cocoon. It's safe. It's protected. It's resting while it receives all of this. You know, the creation energies. This is the creation of something, the preparation for birthing the new. And then the last card, review and reflection, time out needed. So time out is just giving yourself the space, letting go of the expectations of the need to always be busy, and giving yourself that space, recognizing that sometimes your body just needs rest. You need to be in this space. You need to, you know, give yourself the space and the time that you need to feel better, to work through something, to integrate these new energies. You can't just, you know, a baby is born, the birthing process takes time. It is struggle, it is challenge, it is, you know, unpredictable. You gotta take the time. You gotta let yourself have these quiet times. Give yourself the time to find this new version of yourself, to nurture this version of yourself. You know, this painting of the butterfly. The butterfly had to go in the chrysalis. It had to change from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And that's how we are. We're in that space where we're finding our way forward. It's a card on the floor. Did I already see that? Yep. It was this one that had fallen on the floor. So, I mean, I'm still fascinated by these things that I had seen in the energy. Metatron's laughing at me for being so curious about it. It's telling me he told me about it. It's like gills. It's just they're more open than normal. I think we have these in our energy. We're just not normally aware of them. You know, it's like a filter. It's an ability to control how much of something we receive. You know, do we have a little? Do we have a lot? What do we need? How are we letting these energies in? And it's just... this was the time that our energy knew we needed to bring in more. We needed to be more. It's funny. If you're doing this work, you're probably like me, where we're kind of ambitious. You know, our souls came down here with a big plan, with a lot in mind for what we wanted to do, what we wanted to learn, how we were going to move through these times. And we knew, we wrote ourselves a plan. We had a timeline. You know, we probably dictated this. You know, when this happens, open it up. Let those energies in. I want all of the energies that I can get. And that's what it looks like. Metatron's like, you did this to yourselves. You chose it. You wanted these things. You wanted all of the energies. You wanted all of the growth. You wanted access to all that was possible in these times. Because even though we're just going into these times, we're only just on the very edge of them, the cusp of them. And we don't know fully what their potential is yet. The potential is massive. And the more we expose ourselves to these energies, the more we take it in, They're talking about somebody who's been underwater for a while, coming up and suddenly like taking that deep breath, taking that energy into themselves that they have been deprived of. It's like these new energies, we cannot get enough of them. We just want more and more of them because we know what it brings. Even if we, as we are now, don't understand that, our energy knows. Our energy is just excited to come back to this. They're pulling us to it. Yeah, it's something we wanted. It's something that's important. And they just keep bringing back to this need for balance, a need to give ourselves the space to receive it. It's going to get easier. It's just this first burst of energy is hitting a lot of us quite hard. And we're still, a lot of us, purging and clearing. You know, that's the balance, right? Where's my balance card? You know, you've got the new light, but you've got the old stuff, the things that are still clearing, the things that we're working through. And so you've got that emotional turmoil, the struggles you may feel, the pressures, the things that are still closing themselves out that you're still working through. But also you have the light, kind of like that way, like the light is overcoming this. Is, you know, it's about balance. It's having both, but they have to be integrated correctly. We have to find the right way, the right calibration within our energy to be comfortable. But this is birthing pains. This is the receiving of the new, the integrating of the new. I'm holding it upside down, I guess, but it did feel nicer to me this way. So I don't know if that's helpful to you. I hope that it is. I feel better when I'm not feeling great in my physical body if I know why. If I can have an understanding of why I might be struggling more, why I'm finding things more difficult. I brought the big singing bowl over here again. When I used this in the last video, there was quite a few of you that said it was helpful. This is brass, the bowl. It is connected, I think, to the, I can't remember if it's the Earth Star chakra or the root chakra, but it's one of the ones that is about grounding, about finding balance of those lower chakras. So I'm going to try it now and just let it resonate for each of you, those that find it helpful. Just breathe it in. Let yourself absorb the vibrations. They can be really helpful to find balance, to find grounding, to find that foundation that you need in times like this. Okay. I think I'm going to start doing some shorter videos, kind of like the energy work ones, but with the singing bowls. I have another one that's coming this week. and practice with them a little bit more, and then I'm going to do some short videos with them, because I think they're really helpful, really powerful as we're going through all of this. All right, I think I'm going to leave it here. I didn't get as far out as I thought. I was really not sure where we were going with the little things in the energy, but I hope this was helpful to you. If you are interested in these new energies, we do have the new session for Portal Day Amplification, or Portal Day Amplifier, I think it got called, which is about, you know, these portal days. The next one coming up is 9/9, and this session each session works for 3 portal days. So the next one you can sign up for is 9/9, which will also include 10/10 and 11/11. 11/11 is Metatron's portal. It's my favorite one of the year. But the 9/9 one is really powerful this year because we're in a number 9 year. And number 9 is all about closing out cycles, closing things out. And, you know, and we're coming into the 9/9 portal. So that can help you even more to move past things. But this session, I'll put the link below. It would include energy work on each of the 3 portal days, a channeled message on each of the 3 portal days, and you would also have channeled music and a crystal grid that holds you in the portal day energy. So you don't just have a few days each month to work with them. You can go back to these energies throughout the month, beyond that month. It's holding you in those energies. It's allowing you to access those energies again at any time. I'm really excited to do that work. So I keep talking about it because just the information that's coming through about it is fascinating. There's information on the page about what it is focusing on, what are the chakras they're working on, but there's a lot of work being done on these higher chakras. And, you know, when they're focusing on this, it's like here, they're talking about receiving these new higher vibrational energies. What are they working on up here? No, the visual they'd kind of given was going from using dial-up internet to being plugged straight into it. And yeah, I'm totally here for that. I'm very excited about it. I started working on looking for the crystals and the things that I need to build the grid for it. And there's some really high vibration crystals that just made me go, ooh, I can't wait. Even just looking at the pictures of them was making my energy feel a little sensitized. So now I'm just super excited for where this is going. It feels like this sneaky plan that they're going to give us the information about little by little. I'm going to put the link to that down below, but also I am recording this on August 20th. I'll probably put it live today as well, but there's still time. We have an amazing client who donated a Portal Day Amplifier session to somebody. So I'll link the video about that below, but if you comment below the Portal Day Amplifier video, if you are interested, you still have the opportunity to be entered to win that session. The winner is going to be announced on the 22nd, so on Friday, I'm going to announce the winner. So you've got a couple of days still to do that. All right, I hope this was helpful. I don't know, it was a very unexpected experience in the night, so I wanted to share it here. That's what it felt like I was supposed to do. But thank you all for being here. Gratitude for all that you're doing, for the fact that you stayed here till the end. Love to you all. Bye.